Get down. You are checking out Facts and Opinion with JR. Live streaming on Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Live streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope. So, we have had us a very interesting week. Very interesting. And let me just say this, take these off real quick. I was out of here last week. We was running a rerun, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of things going on in the world and in my personal life. But we ain't talking about me. We talking about everything else. And everything else is what's supposed to matter. Now, just recently, we had a very large declassification of some very interesting news. You might want to go check that out. Like I say, I'm just a messenger. I'm going to put you on the right path. You go check it out for yourself, find out all the information you need to know, and be educated. Now, Biden, president-elect, because he ain't really the president. Hold on. He ain't really the president until January 20th. Now, if you really want to be technical about it, and a lot of us do, it ain't that big of a deal. Like I said, if Biden won, he's my president. Even if it's under some really fucked up ass circumstance, he's still my president. Because beyond politics, I'm still an American. Beyond being a black man, beyond being on the struggle, beyond being on the grind, I'm still an American. And I have to support the person holding that office. Because it's not the person, it's the office itself that you respect. And from what I can see, not a lot of respect for that office right now. And that's only because of, in my opinion, the nature of how politics have become so fucked up. Joe Biden is offering, once he becomes president, not president-elect, president, a $2 trillion stimulus package. Now, look, that sounds real good. Getting a $2 trillion stimulus package. That shit sound real swell. But, here's the rub. We already have a $27 trillion national debt. Now, that's more money than we ever gonna be able to pay the fuck back. And y'all really think that him proposing a $2 trillion stimulus package is supposed to work when the true stimulus, let's be honest, the true stimulus is full employment. Listen, we're talking about giving away money when there's a potential for a lot of people want to go out and make their own money. You wouldn't add to the debt. You would actually start paying it down. But we have these control-happy politicians that think that their way, after being showed the correct way of deregulation, lowering taxes, make your structure more attractive to businesses, you will find that you could actually grow yourself out of this $27 trillion debt. But here's the rub. Democrats don't want to do that bullshit. And a lot of Republicans don't want to do that bullshit. Let's be real. I told you the last time we talked about this. This is two heads of the same fucking coin. All right? These some bitches work together to stick it to the American people. And since we are the American people, and remember, they always tell you, well, we're not going to raise your taxes because you're the American people and you don't deserve to have that happen to you. But we're going to go after the big guy. We're going to go after corporations because they need to pay their fair share. GE, no tax paying. Okay? They all have to pay their fair share. And being in a consumer-based economy, that's bullshit. Because those taxes, I consider shadow taxes. When they raise them up over here, corporations don't pay them. They pass it on to the consumer. Their bottom line is the same, but yours get diminished. So the idea that you're going to tell me that, well, I've been held down and I've been mistreated and the worker should have this and the worker should have that. Sounds kind of like communism to me, socialism. Why are you so focused on the worker, so to speak? If you're so in love with the working society, the working class, then why don't you get the fuck out of our goddamn way then? Huh? Let's be real. If you say you're for the Democrat Party, say that they're for the hard-working American. If you're for the hard-working American, why in the fuck you keep sticking me in my ass with these fucking crazy-ass taxes that you say you're not hitting me with? Is that a play on words? Is that kind of like the Potomac two-step going on here? Because it sounds like to me, if I just sit down and use a little common sense, know just a small amount of economics, and know the nature of man, then that means that I done already figured the fuck out that you on some control bullshit. You ain't trying to help me, you trying to control me. But again, like I said, this is two heads of the same fucking coin. We got rhino Republicans, all right? Fake conservatives, all right? Motherfucking lily-livered motherfucking so-called Republicans that act like they on deck, but then soon as shit heat up, they change they motherfucking stripes. Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney. Let me get this together for you real quick. Liz Cheney, infamous daughter of Dick Cheney. Remember, he was the vice president, crazy motherfucker shot his boy in the face with a shotgun, bird hunting? Yeah, that guy. His daughter, Liz Cheney, chair, okay, the Republican chair of the Congress, that House of Representatives. This dizzy ass broad, and I do call her that because I feel she's a traitor because you turned against your president on bullshit. Soon as the winds of change start flowing by, you stuck your finger in the air, saw which way the wind was blowing, and your motherfucking ass drifted. Ain't never held firm. Ain't never stood your ground. Got your ass up the minute you saw that things didn't look good on this side and decided you wanted to switch motherfucking horses in the middle of the goddamn stream. Liz Cheney, supposed to be a Republican. Right now, the Republicans in the House are working to get her out of her chairmanship because the dizzy broad is a nutcase, all right? But don't get me wrong. There were 10 other House representatives, 10 other members of the House of Representatives, Republicans, that voted to impeach the president. Now, you may be wondering why the president's getting impeached. And if you don't know, you will know when I'm done telling you this shit, okay? Nancy Pelosi is a waste of oxygen, okay? This bitch is a skin bag walking around with legs and a motherfucking mouth because she crazy as hell. This woman decided, without actually telling the truth, because let's be honest, that bullshit that started in the Capitol, as time has went on, it has been shown that this was orchestrated, that this whole situation was planned, and people already had foreknowledge that this could potentially go down and then did not do anything to prohibit this activity. Oh, you didn't hear me. They did nothing. They knew this was happening. Okay, here's the thing. When CNN, most trusted trusted voice in news, them motherfuckers, okay? When they turn around and report a timeline that favors the president for a change, then you know it's some shit in the fucking game here. All right? Let's be honest. The Republic is in fucking trouble. All right? This makes no fucking sense when you had foreknowledge that this could be ugly and you knew ahead of time that there was going to be infiltration of Black Lives Matter members, Antifa members, total anarchists that were going to come to the Capitol and raise hell, i.e., a motherfucking memo. Let me read it to you. One moment. The FBI, our premier law investigation and law enforcement agency. You gotta love them guys. Yay. The FBI circulated an intelligence report a day before the riots, warning of talk online to storm the Congress, break windows, push indoors, and get violent. Get ready for war. FBI officials said they shared that information the same day with other law enforcement agencies, but some senior officials outside the FBI have said they never saw it. What the fuck are you telling me? They never saw it. Look, if this isn't an orchestrated, ready-made, gonna stick your ass in some bullshit, I don't know what the hell else it is. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. The Republic is in fucking danger. I watched some of the videos from that so-called riot. Seemed kind of funny. There were some videos of some Capitol Police letting people into the building, okay? There were videos of the Capitol Police actually helping some of the rioters. Now, the Sergeant at Arms of the House of Representatives had been replaced on the day that the new members were seated. This was, I believe, right before they started counting. I'm not clear on the timeline, but let's just say this. The Sergeant at Arms of the House of Representatives was replaced. The Sergeant at Arms of the Senate was replaced. I actually watched that whole ceremonial thing, okay? How one guy retired and another guy stepped up. Now, I do believe this was after the riots took place, but I will get a better timeline for you on that. But here's the thing. These son of a bitches knew this shit was going to happen. And now you have politicians trying to play both ends against the middle. You have a timeline that came out totally exonerating the president's implication in any type of activity that may have incited a riot. You know why? Because the same individuals from the timeline, the same individuals that were at the Supreme Court rallying were the same individuals that made it to the Capitol, and the president was still at the podium giving his speech. But Nancy Pelosi decided that she wanted to impeach the president for inciting a riot. Look, there are politics and there are bullshit motherfucking goddamn Jackie ass moves, okay? That's what this is. This is a jackass move. This woman who held up the stimulus package because she didn't want Trump to look good turns right around and issues articles of impeachment within 24 hours. Does that tell you something? Does any of this ring a bell to you? Does any of this make your roach antenna stand the fuck up? Does any of this open your eyes to the reality that our government, our corrupt ass government, Democrats and Republicans, do not stand for the American people? They're out here doing things and know about these things and then lie to us in our faces and tell us, oh, well, we didn't know. But bitch, yes, you did. The motherfucking documents show that you knew about this shit. But you tell us to our face, we didn't have no knowledge, we had no foresight, no insight, none of that shit. But then you turn around on the heels of that bullshit you said you didn't know about, but we all know you did. And then you impeach the president who's only got a few more days in office. Look, this shit is coordinated This bullshit is a motherfucking attack on the American people. If you don't believe it, look at what's being done with big tech. Big tech is censoring every conservative motherfucking side view. Every one of them. Deplatforming them. Parler can't even get back on air. Why? Because Parler ended up getting a lot of Twitter's customers, especially the conservatives, after Twitter started banning and I guess you can say what they call that, fact checking the president about a lot of things and tagging this stuff and banning this stuff and all this other crap. Then the final straw is when Twitter decided to like cut off certain conservative viewpoints. Remember now, we had that situation where Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's motherfucking son, all right, got all these crooked ass fucking business deals with motherfucking Ukrainians, with the Chinese. Oh, wait, let me get it right. The Chinese Communist fucking Party. We ain't talking about just a normal Chinese citizen. All right, we're not talking about that. We talking about business people that are members or connected to members or are associated with senior members of the Communist Chinese Party. Now, the Communist Chinese Party is out to kick our ass. They got spies every damn where. You got them up in the bigger, higher ranks of our government. Reminder, Miss Christine Fang Fang, all right, sleeping with Eric Swalwell, giving up the thing to get that thing, all right. Bottom line is, there's a history of spies sleeping with their potential mark, all right? So you mean to tell me this man being on the Intelligence Committee of the House of Representatives is not a target for communist Chinese, like cultivation? Getting information out of this man? He's sleeping with the fucking enemy. But is he reprimanded? Is he removed from his position? Is he even investigated for this bullshit? No. Does. And Nancy Pelosi handles all of the chairmanships and who goes where and who does what. Nancy Pelosi handles that. She's the Speaker of the House. She's the head of her damn party. She's the head of her caucus. Do you honestly think Nancy Pelosi removed Eric Swalwell from his position? Okay, fuck it. We're going to let that go. Dianne Feinstein, out of California, had a motherfucking Chinese goddamn spy for a chauffeur for 20 fucking years. And then they finally told this woman, because it got out, really got out. She probably knew a long time before we found out, but it got out. What she had to do, she had to get rid of that motherfucker, okay? But the bottom line is, she has information at the highest level, just as Eric Swalwell. These people have some of our number one secrets, the highest level in the government. And they are dealing with a country, a party that wants our total annihilation. If you feel safe, remember I said this now, the Republic is in danger. Some of us are not addressing this the proper way. Some of us want to go get on the militia road track, grab your gun, head for the hills, it's coming down, let's go, we gotta go. Some of us want to do that shit. I don't think that's the right way of approaching it, but some of us want to do that. And then you have a situation where you have a president, and everybody sees this with their own eyes. Even if you're partisan, and you love the Democrat Party, and you're crazy about the Democrat Party, and the Democrat Party can do no evil, okay? If you're partisan, let's be real. You cannot, in good conscience, after all the information, after all the evidence, after all of the things that's been said and done, all the things that's been reported, you can't in good conscience sit up and say, well, it was a fair election and everything worked out. You are watching Facts and Opinions with JR on Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Find us live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. We do this every Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 3. Now look, this shit is getting very fucking irritating to me, okay? Because again, I keep saying, above all else, I'm an American. I fuck that color bullshit. Fuck that goddamn all. Look, certain people in this country want to distinguish us and define us by our race, our sex, our ethnicity, all these different things. And then you wonder why we have such division in our country, because this has absorbed itself into our character. It has permeated our everyday being. Every day, you're bombarded with somebody's sex, okay? You're being bombarded with somebody's belief in this or bombarded with somebody's belief in that. You're being told a bunch of lies, and the lies are coming back to haunt all these people. And you wonder why we have such division in this country. There is only one thing that unites all of us. All of us. Every single fucking one of us. Not your color, not your race, not if you're a woman or a man, not if you're a bisexual, transsexual, whatever, whatever. None of that. None of that matters. None of it matters. Really, seriously, none of that bullshit matters. The only thing that matters is that you are an American. At the end of the day, you are an American. When you get up and start your day, you are an American. When you walk through your day, every day, doing your thing, handling your business, dealing with your kids, going to school, driving your car, you are still a fucking American. And none of this shit should make you happy right now. None of it. Not one iota of it. Because as easily as being done to Donald John Trump, it could be done to anybody. Any president, any senator, any congressman, any motherfucking governor, any House representative. These things can happen to all our elected leaders because one party feels they got to us right now. They wanted to get Biden in there. They got him in there. He's still my president. I mean, well, take that back. January the 20th, he'll be my president. Till then, he's still president-elect. But here's the thing. He's an American president, representing America on the world stage. And no matter how distasteful it may be to you and I, we still have to support that office. And all of this rioting, all of this confusion, all of the motherfucking underhanded, shady-ass shit that was done is not going to change the fact that we are still Americans. We should protest this. I mean, the hell with that bullshit what happened with Antifa and them. Because truth of the matter is, you have names now, you have arrest records now, and as they go through this shit, they find out that these people are connected to Antifa, Black Lives Matter, anarchist groups. So it was designed to happen. It was made to be that way. Now, the reason Nancy Pelosi is trying so desperately hard to impeach the president is because she don't want him to, look, an impeachment that she's trying to do, I find it hard to understand how you get 2/3 of the Senate, all right? We only lost the Senate by 2 goddamn seats. And if you ask me, it was pretty fucking stupid to run another election under the same bullshit ass rules that you had under the presidential election, and the presidential election you're still going to court over. I know they had to do what they had to do. I know they had to have an election, but they used the same fucking voting machines. They used the same algorithms. They even showed where these people done went in and took all these votes and dumped them in there a different way. All of this is proof. And what drives me crazy about it is, this is called simply a disintegration of law and order on an electoral scale. Because you don't even have the right, let's put it like that. You don't even have the right to protest this. Because every place you go, they tell your ass, we don't want to see it. We don't want to hear it. You can't get an evidentiary hearing. Look, we're not going to rail on Joe Biden. Because he's still going to be president. I'm going to criticize what the fuck the motherfucker do. Because if you do some stupid shit, like a $2 trillion stimulus package, when all you got to do is open up the fucking businesses and quit playing games, trying to make yourself look better over this corona crap. Look, this is all a game designed to control us through our emotions and through our naive naiveness to know what people are actually capable of doing. These people literally stole an election in our face, in the American people's face. Instead of us protesting that in the uproar, marching with pitchforks and acting a fool, which Democrats would have did, we kept it peaceable. We had grassroots protests and organizations, and these people went out and were on their stop to steal, and there was no violence. Trump had hundreds of rallies, hundreds of rallies, never any violence. But now you want the American people to think that because he came and spoke at a rally in Washington, D.C., and he invited these people to come. So he wasn't inviting them to come to cause havoc, because he knows that his rallies, everything's peaceful. But the one thing that was left out of all of this minutia is the fact that you had a whole different set of people doing what they had intended to do. And instead of the mainstream media being honest, telling the truth to us, they grouped them all together and said that they all were violent and stormed the Capitol and all these other different things. This is a point. We need to understand that these people are not our fucking friends, okay? We are being sold out from the inside. Like I told you before, it ain't the motherfucker outside that's gonna get you. It's the son of a bitch that live in your house that'll do your ass in. Look, if we got the Chinese telling us that they gon' kill up every American, take over the land and everything like that, we need to pay some attention to that, because they developing their arms and all this other bullshit. Now, Joe Biden is going to get inaugurated on January the 20th. Before that time, we have somewhere between the order of 15 to 25,000 National Guard troops holding post in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol. Now, seems like to me, you go on the internet, you got this motherfucking goddamn storyline going on with people saying, well, the president done signed the Insurrection Act. He's done this and he's done that and he's done this and he's done that. Look, it could look that way, yeah. I mean, it could look like some things going on. But basically, the president has conceded. Maybe he's trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes, keep hope alive. I don't know. I'm just going off what I see, what I read, and what I know to be what it is. And what I come to realize is that's really fucked up. That you got to put down thousands of American flags instead of thousands of Americans being at your inauguration. Why? Because I suspect that didn't nobody want his punk ass up there in the White House in the first fucking place, okay? But since he got there under really shady and questionable ways, it's cool. Don't have no people come out, cordon off the whole Capitol, keep 15, 25,000 National Guardmen on deck, and let them stand the post. You are watching Facts and Opinion on Wjzz Cool TV. Well, let me get it right. On Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Live streaming Saturday and Sunday between 2 and 3 on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Now, the phone number's down there below on the screen. If you want to give me a call, you think you want to get something off your chest, or share your thoughts about what's going on in Washington, or even give me an idea, a theory of what the hell you think all this shit is about, pick up the phone, give me a call. We can run that. Now, the FBI has arrested over 100 people in the Capitol riots. All right. And like I told you before, when they arrested these damn crazy ass people, they come to find out a lot of them was Antifa members. All right. You got Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a representative, I think, from Georgia. And this is sick shit. Okay? This is like, wait, hold up, pump your brakes, stop. Marjorie Taylor Greene says that when Joe Biden is inaugurated on the 20th to be the president, on the 21st, she's going to file. Oh my God. Articles of impeachment against Joe Biden. Does this seem like a fucking tit for tat to you? Does it? Now, she hasn't even took her seat yet. But, well, has she? Yeah, she took her seat. But doesn't it sound like a tit for tat to you? Does it sound like, why don't y'all stop this bullshit? Because we're already pissed off about the way the election went. And we're not really happy. But now you just like rubbing salt all in the wound. You want to impeach the president and shit. And we all know that this was pre-planned. Now that it's coming out on news, because even if CNN tell you that now evidence shows that the whole thing was pre-planned, how the fuck can you impeach the president? Would you sit your silly, sorry, tired, 80-year-old ass the fuck down some goddamn way and stop fucking with folks? The man gonna be gone and what? Shit, he gonna be gone Wednesday. And you just want to push this impeachment? Now, not only is Nancy Pelosi doing this stupid ass shit, but what's this motherfucker's name? Crying Chuck? Now he's the head of the Democrats in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, and he's majority. You know, she's trying to get this whole thing rammed through so that he can have a trial in the Senate. Because remember now, you got to have 2/3 of the Senate in order to impeach the president or to find him guilty. We only lost the House by 2 goddamn seats. Okay. Now, I don't know if it's majority rule. What? That means you're going to change the Constitution. So I wouldn't put it past Democrats. These motherfuckers nuts, okay? But he ain't going to get impeached. So the idea is to fuck up his career, political future. Because as we very well know, presidents can only serve 2 terms, right? That's in the Constitution. But here's the thing. Those terms have to be consecutive. Now, if he has the ability to come and run again, boom, he's back on deck. And now, if he runs in 2024, he already knows the lay of the land. He knows the sneaky little tricks Democrats do. He know all the little ins and outs. So he really shouldn't have a problem breezing back in there if that's what he want to do. But here's the thing. He should not do that in the first fucking place. This is bullshit. Yeah, I'm fucking pissed, okay? Because all of these assumptions that we've been making about what's been going on with these people and why they doing what they doing, it's a power grab. And we don't see it as the American people that something could be potentially wrong with this idea when you have so many outside forces working and are lodged against the American people. Fuck them politicians. They're not the ones that's going to have to be at the motherfucking elbow of this shit. When they set something off, we the ones that pay the price for it. And I'm not talking about just Democrats. I'm talking about these gun-happy ass motherfucking Republicans as well. And when I say gun-happy, I mean they want to go to war with every fucking body, all right, around the world. That's why, if you notice, they don't want to pass too many gun regulations from the Republican side. Kind of fucks up their money when it comes to the NRA. Because since they are one of the largest gun organizations and they do make sizable donations to the Republican Party, you might not want to cut your money off fucking around passing goddamn bills that infringe on the motherfucking constitutional right to own and bear arms. Myself personally, I appreciate that because I own and I bear fucking arms. So I don't want nobody fucking with my damn gun. But I still feel some kind of way about this bullshit when it comes down to freedom of speech, especially when you have big tech trying to be a part of the government when it's not even a part of the fucking government. How can you silence the majority of conservative views because, oh, that's right, your ass is liberal? Because you support liberal policies? because you support liberal politicians. Now you want to silence the other side and consider that shit fair? I'm just an American citizen. I'm nowhere close to being in a hierarchy just like you now. But this shit makes no sense because as easy as they can quiet the ones that can make a difference, they can silence the hell out of your ass if you ain't got shit to work with. Let's be real. This is not an attack on mainstream media. We know this because guess what? They still spitting the same bullshit they been saying. They ain't got censored. This is an attack on the everyday Joe Blow. This is an attack on you, and on me. But it's being covered up in the cloak of righteousness. Oh, well, they're saying this and they're doing that. Look, freedom of speech does not make a difference. Now, you can't run around talking about fire in a crowded restaurant or in a crowded movie theater. That's stupid. But here's an idea. If you can silence me for just speaking my mind, if you can take my weapon that provides me the security to speak my mind and protect my well-being, in other words, I can say what I want to. If your ass don't like that shit, then fuck you. Because you ain't going to do shit to me, because if you do something to me, I'm going to do something to you. Now, you want to remove those two damn things from me. You want to remove my freedom of speech. You also want to remove my ability to bear arms. You also have a shadow war on religion going on Christianity. We all know it. We all know it. They took religion out of school. They want to take it out of church, but that's where it belongs, okay? I.e., the governor of New York, Cuomo. Remember this son of a bitch didn't want you to go to church, but your ass can go to the liquor store? All right? You can go buy a gun. All right? You can go to the weed dispensary, but you can't go praise the Lord. All right? This is how crazy these stupid motherfuckers are. You can do all manners of sin, but when it comes to looking for the Lord, you banned from that? Now look, this shit is serious. Y'all think I'm playing with you. Use your motherfucking head, open your goddamn eyes, and look at what these motherfuckers call themselves proposing to us. Your whole life gonna turn around at the blink of a blink of an eye, and you're gonna wonder, how the fuck did this happen? Wait a minute, hold up, stop, pump your brakes. How did this shit happen? It only takes one motherfucking little pea to grow a pie. All right? That's what these motherfuckers doing. They growing their motherfucking influence day by day with lies. Underhandedness and lies. None of it can be justified. None of it can be quantified as being in the realm of reason. When you can sit here, now at first we can all argue the point, oh, well, they say this, they say that, right? Okay, I got you. Even if you're a Democrat, you're going to support your party. If you're a Republican, you're going to support your party. I'm cool with that. Support these motherfuckers. I don't give a damn. But do you support the truth or do you support a lie? Beyond the party affiliation, and all the bullshit they espouse, do you support the truth or a lie? A lot of you motherfuckers out there support a lie. That means you full of shit. All right? When you can sit up here and see from a Democrat to a Republican, from a liberal to a conservative, when you can sit up here and see what these motherfuckers doing, and then they tell you to your face, I wish you would say something about it. That's basically what they saying to us. I wish the fuck you would. Where is the conservative idea in all of this? Where is the idea of free and fair elections? Where is the concept of justice in any of this? Any of it? You had the president have to declassify motherfucking documents that's been on the motherfucking shelf all this damn time, showing that Russian collusion bullshit was some bullshit. But we all knew that. That wasn't a surprise to us. I thought he was going to declassify something real juicy, like Nancy Pelosi jumping off a bridge in the middle of the night and started flying like a bat. I thought he was going to do that shit, but he didn't do that. But it's cool though. I'll wait for the rest of the D class to come out. Now, we had an Antifa member that, remember now, they said Antifa wasn't involved in none of this shit at first because the president was the one that incited all this shit. But we had an Antifa member that was arrested, Mr. John Sullivan. Look it up. They just started reporting on this bullshit. Now, these are just little anecdotal pieces of information to let you know just how stupid they think we are. They really do. These people really think that the American people as a mass are dumb as a fucking bag of rocks. Some of us may be, but some of us aren't. Well, a lot of us aren't. And this really plays on a lot of our... Look, you have leaders in the House of Representatives saying that they're scared because they feel that their colleagues, referring to Republicans in the House, could get them killed. Yeah, they spitting that kind of bullshit now. All right? Look, opinion, just my opinion. Secret Service, don't come looking for me. It's just my opinion. But none of the House members on the other side have to worry, talking about from the Republicans, they don't actually have to worry about if any of them are going to get any of the Democrats killed, because by the looks of things, them son of a bitches on that side, talking about on the left, talking about Democrats now. Now, do anybody remember Stephen Scalise, member of House of Representatives, was at a baseball game, and some motherfucking crazy ass nutcase Bernie Sanders supporter came out there and got to shooting at every motherfucking body. Shot Scalise in the hip, damn, they killed the man. Almost bled the fuck out. But I don't recall hearing too many motherfuckers on that other side having too much damage done to them. See, this is the point that I'm making. They want to cloak themselves in this big ass blanket of, oh, we're together and all this other shit. We're not fucking stupid. Y'all don't give a fuck about us. Let's be real. Y'all don't give a damn. What is Biden's inaugural what's his inaugural thing? Well, let me see what the hell he said that shit was going to be. It probably wasn't even that damn important. That's why I didn't write it down. But I think he said together, moving together. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But it seems disingenuous if you're trying to bring the nation together. You really can't do it when you're sitting up here calling all the Trump supporters, which are somewhere around 75 million of us, that were racist, gun-toting, Bible-thumping rednecks. Guess what? I like my Bible, love my gun, and my neck ain't red. What can I say? These motherfuckers are sick. But every day, they want to tell you that these politics that they're spitting at us is safe, it's sound, it works. They want to take everything back. All right, let's just be honest. They want to erase what the fuck Trump did, take it all back. Look, if we cannot see with our own eyes what the fuck is going on, then can't nobody really help your ass. All right, Trump needs the primary. Every fucking Republican that was against him, when he comes out of office, and he's still gonna be popular, whenever any of these bastards come up, he need to have his motherfucking assistant or whoever it is, even this, because he's gonna have Secret Service protection after he leaves the White House. He needs to let them know, put this on your calendar, put it in your Rolodex, put it on your calendar in your phone. I need to know when each one of these son of a bitches are coming up for election so I can primary and get their ass the fuck out of there. So that when he comes back in 2024, he just breezes on in there, because you know what's going to happen? He's only going to support individuals that support him and he know are not going to stab him in the back, like Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, Liz Cheney, and a host of others. Because these son of a bitches are not only traitors to the president, but they're traitors to the American people. And I don't care how you want to look at it. The truth, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying a traitor in the sense of an illegal action. What I'm saying, you a traitor to the American people in spirit. If you know 75 million of us voted for motherfucking Trump, who the fuck are you to sit up here and say the president should be impeached on some bullshit that he didn't have nothing to fucking do with? And you knew this. You know this. And that's what makes me furious about this whole thing, about the whole lay of the land. Like I said, at the end of the day, Joe Biden becomes president, I'm going to support the man because I'm an American. And he's an American president in an American position. I'm going to support him. May not like what the fuck he do. I may criticize every motherfucking move he make. But just like they say, gotta take a bullet for the prayers. I just hope my luck ain't light down around this motherfucker when some shit pop off. Then that mean I gotta jump in front of the bullet to say the president. I just don't want to do that. You are watching Facts and Opinions on Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We are streaming live Saturday and Sunday at 2 to 3 on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. Now look here, let me tell you this. I know a lot of us are a lot more worried about the things that's about to go on. But I'm going to get up off that politics shit for a minute. We're going to talk about something else. Do you understand that we have a $27 trillion national debt, all right? Now, as we go through our day, maybe that doesn't bother us too much, okay? As we try to, make our bills and make a living and take our kids and keep our houses together, that probably is the last thing on our minds, 27 trillion. But actually, it should be one of the major parts that we all think of, because $27 trillion is a national security issue to this country. And that could come back to bite us in so many unforeseen ways, which a lot of people, now you thought those preppers were just crazy ass eccentrics, stocking up food underground somewhere, trying to act like doomsday was about to fall on their ass. But here's the real. Doomsday don't have to come with a bomb, all right? Don't have to come by an asteroid. You can have economic doomsday that will affect you just as fucking bad, all right? No motherfucking money circulation. Nobody got groceries. Nobody got water. Nobody got shit. Now you have anarchy that takes place in the street. You have people killing up one another for the means of survival. So anarchy can come in a variety of different ways. Now, we got a $27 trillion national debt. The dollar is falling precipitously. I told y'all this shit. You're not keeping up. You really should keep up with this, because there have been times. Okay, do you recall, I think it was 20, there was a blackout on the whole East Coast. I know you know about that because you probably lived through that shit. Well, all the lights was out every fucking where. Okay, you couldn't go get gas because the gas pumps were shut down, no electricity. All right, now I'm in Detroit, Michigan. When that shit happened, guess what? I couldn't get no gas. Supermarket wasn't open. Liquor store wasn't open. Drug stores wasn't open. Nothing was open. Why? Because they had no power. Now, you got a few people that set up generators, but those generators only last as long as the gas lasts. And as soon as the gas was gone, that was a wrap. They still couldn't get no power, so they had everything shut the fuck down. That was only a few days, okay? Imagine that going on for weeks, months, years. And you have people right now that are proposing that sometimes you don't have to have a kinetic strike to cause havoc with your enemy. You could actually blow up an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, over the whole nation, shutting down everything over here. Now, yeah, we still got the ability to bust your ass if we find out you did it. But the bottom line is, that's still war. That's still the outcome that's not going to be good for nobody. And what we are doing here is we're procrastinating in what the fuck we need to do to save our asses. Because you need to start understanding that what's going on in the world will affect each and every one of us, even if we don't think it will. All right? We have politicians that have sold out this country under the guise of trying to get along. That's globalists. That's globalism. Globalism sometimes, ain't no sometimes too. Globalism is fucked up. It takes from us and gives to the vast majority of the world, trying to bring us down to their level because you can't bring everybody up. You're trying to level the playing field. That's that crazy ass talk. You motherfuckers done lost their minds, man. I'm telling you. We need to stand up against this. Quit putting in the same lazy ass, good for nothing, only out for self politicians back in the motherfucking House of Representatives, back in the Senate, only on name recognition. I'm serious. That's what we do. We put these stupid ass motherfuckers in power on name recognition. And every time they do stupid ass shit, we sit back and say, why do you do that? No. What we should do is, okay, why you do that? Because you fired. And remove that motherfucker. But no. We can't as a country, we can't as a people come together on what we obviously know is wrong and correct the malfunction. We can't even do that much. Are we so divided that we can't just admit what's right and what's wrong now? Because if that be the case, the republic is in danger. I said this at the beginning of the show. I'm going to say it at the end. The republic is in fucking danger, man. And everybody sitting up here is thinking that nothing's wrong. We're going to be all right. What? Horseshoes, rainbows, Lucky Charms are going to all rain out your ass because you think that these politicians that are obviously out for self are looking out for us. Bullshit. They have never looked out for us and they continue not to. And now they've gotten so bold and blatant with it, they doing it right in our face and don't care. Now, we're coming down to the end of the show. And I have truly enjoyed talking to you guys, but I need you to understand that because Joe Biden obviously looks like he's going to be the president, does not mean that this is the end of the republic as it stands. Might be a few changes taking place, but it does not mean that it's the end of the republic. What it does mean is that we need to get rid of a lot of fucked up ass politicians, stop their asses in their tracks on the motherfucking games they playing, and replace their ass with sincere, hardworking, devoted Americans. I don't give a fuck if it's a Democrat. I don't give a fuck if it's a Republican. But you gotta give a fuck about the country more than anything else. And a lot of these people are padding their pockets, lining their pockets, coming out big baller status. How the fuck, if you got a civil service job, cause working for the government is civil service, how the fuck you going that bitch broke and come out rich? Please explain that shit to me. That's what's going on. We seeing it every day. Go look it up. I did. I really did. All this shit I'm telling you, I did it my goddamn self. And I was amazed to find out that a lot of these people that's in higher office started out without a damn dime to their name and all of a sudden became rich by passing laws beyond that insider trading kind of stuff. And all of this stuff, man, is like, it's toxic to a real nation, to the growth and development of a country, because it's being rotted from the inside out. And we're sitting here watching this shit go on every day and not even commenting about it in the affirmative to say, oh, yeah, I saw that. That shouldn't happen. We just, see no evil, hear no evil, speak none. Man, fuck that. That's stupid. That makes no sense. If I'm going to live in a republic, and that's what this is, I'm going to let my words be known that I think somebody somewhere need to get a hold of themselves, because they on some bullshit with this. And we're coming down to the end of the show today. And I have truly enjoyed you guys. And now, I must say, you have been watching Facts and Opinion with JR on Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. You will find us streaming every Saturday, every Sunday from 2 to 3 on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. I hope to God y'all enjoy y'all day, enjoy your evening, and enjoy your life. Come see about me tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We might have a little bit more talk about it, you know what I'm saying? I'll be here. Bye-bye.